Hi guys, Dinner Lady here. Right, so it's my turn to cook today, so I'm going to start early. But I'm going to make something pretty simple and it tastes lovely. And I'll bring it out, it's a crispy pancakes. So it's real nostalgia for me because I used to love them as a kid. You know, the birds ones, or I can't remember who made them. But anyway, I'm going to make them, so I'll bring you down and show you the ingredients. Right, so I'm going to do a mince and onion filling. So I do have some lean steak mince there. I have a couple of onions and a stock cube. Pretty simple, like I say. Now for the pancakes, we've got eggs, we've got flour, we have milk, obviously a bit of salt and pepper in both. And to cover it, we'll use the egg, flour and some breadcrumbs. Right, so let's get on with it. Right guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to brown off the mince. Let's see if I can get it over here. I'm using this new tool. See if it works. While that's browning off, I'm just going to do some onions. Oops, a daisy, nearly lost it. You can hear the water, the sizzling's changed now, so you can hear the water coming out the mince. The worst thing about mince, I don't know why they have to pump that full of water. Right, we'll just get all of this off. Right, so I'm just going to chop this up and I'll come back to you. Right, so as you can see, that's browned off nicely, getting rid of all of that water. I'm just going to add the onions into that now. So you turn it down a little bit and just let these sweat for a little while. Turn it down. A couple of bay leaves just to go in. See all the nice brown bits on the side as well. I want all of them in there to store flavour. That's where the juices have come out of the mince and start to caramelise on the side. Right, so I'm just going to let these go for about 5 minutes, and then we'll just put our stock cube in, some flour to thicken it, and some boiling water out the kettle. I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, so I'm just going to put some a dessert spoonful of plain flour in there. We do want this thick with them going into the pancakes. Right, just get that worked in a little bit. So it's covering the mince. Now the bovril that I was using, it's not quite like an oxo where you can break it up, so I have put it in some water. Just dissolved a little bit in some hot water. I'm going to put a little bit in first. in. We will lose a little bit of liquid in the cooking anyway, because as you know, I always like to cook my mince for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back up to the boil. I am going to put a bit of salt and pepper in. I don't know how salty them bovril are, so I'm just going to give a couple of little grinds. You can also put a few more in later. Quite a bit of pepper. Just turn that back up to bring it back up to the boil. There we go, straight away, look. So I'm going to let that go probably for about an hour. Let that mince properly break down. I'm going to turn it back down there and we'll come back once it's cooked. Right guys, so that's had about an hour. It's just been nicely blipping away. I put it on the little hob just to let it go, and I'm now just going to let that cool down completely, and that's your filling done for the pancakes. Now what I'm going to do is I'll bring you down here and we'll get on with doing the pancake batter. Right, so first thing I want is I'm just going to measure out. I want 200 millilitres of milk, and then top that up with 100 millilitres of water. There we go. Now we want the flour, which I've put away. We need 130 grams of plain flour. Just measure that out. Oh, way over. A bit haphazard with that a little bit. There we go, 130. Bit of that. Move that out of the way. You probably see better now. And we want 2 eggs. Bit of salt in there. A little bit of pepper. Just because it's crispy pancakes doesn't mean it doesn't have to taste nice. And I don't sift me flour, I can't be bothered with that. Just go through it with your whisk. You're going to be using your whisk anyway, so any lumps that will come out. Two eggs. Put one in. And another. The only reason why I'm putting them in this little bowl is because the last time there was shell in there and I didn't even realise, and I crunched on it. It was years ago, mind, but it's been years since I've made this. When the kids were little, I used to do it with, actually, we were that skint, we could actually only do it, could only afford, like, you know, the tins of stew and steak and the tins of mince, and tried to do it so I could make it tasty for the kids. And corned beef. I used to do a corned beef hash. Well, it wasn't really a hash. What it was some potatoes, which were cheap at the time, a tin of carrots, a tin of peas, and some gravy granules. So just mix this until it comes together like this before you add all of the liquid in, otherwise it'll just splash everywhere. And then just add a bit more in. But it was funny because my son, my youngest son, was talking to him a couple of weeks ago while he was here, and he was saying that he made that corned beef hash. I used to make it like a stew. So it used to be, we used to have it in a big bowl and then have it with bread, just to bulk it out, just so they could feed their little bellies. But I suppose we've all been through that, been there, done that, and then just give it a nice whisk. Now I wouldn't be too worried there's a few lumps, because I am going to let this rest until I finish work at 6 o'clock before we actually do any pancakes. So any lumps of flour in there will just be dispersed into the liquid. It'll soak it all up. So This will go into a jug, into the fridge until we're ready. Right guys, so it's about time to do the pancakes. I just wanted to show you the mince. That's all cooled right down now. It's thickened right up. I've taken the bay leaves out. And I've tasted it and it's got plenty of salt in. I think that's probably more for stock cube than what I've put in. So we'll get on with doing, I'll just move it back around again there, the pancakes. So the first thing I want to do is put a little bit of butter in there. I have already done one. You know the first pancake's always rubbish. Just to have a look and see how it goes. Actually, it didn't turn out too bad. It's a little bit crispy around the edges. But that's how the first one came out. I want them a little bit thicker than that because they're going to have to hold that filling. So I was just checking to see what I needed. I'm put a bit more in than I did the last time. Swirl it around nicely. Put that one to one side and have that with a bit of sugar on or something later on. We'll just let this go. See how it goes, eh? Best off just leaving it. It will start to loosen off the bottom when it's starting to cook. So try not to poke and prod them or anything right now. As you can see, they're starting to lift just slightly on the edges with that butter. Don't know if you can see that there. Just give it a couple of minutes. I've had the heat on for a little while now. And once it's dry in the middle there, that's when we can have a little look. Starting to get a little bit colour on, but not enough yet. See if it'll come away. There. Hasn't stuck at all. So I know I am not going to flip. Let's have a little look. What do you think, guys? A little bit more. We do need this a little bit more structured because obviously we're putting the filling in it. I think this is going to be about the right size. Pull it forward, get me, there we go. Beautiful colour on that. And with the one that I did first, obviously it had a bit of a hole in, so I couldn't really fill that one anyway. It's not going to hold it. Like I say, that one will have beef or pud, maybe. With a bit of lemon and sugar on. Takes you back a bit, doesn't it? I'm just going to get a plate out. I'm just going to stack them on this plate. Now there's enough butter on the outside of this so they shouldn't stick together. She says, fingers crossed. Just going to check underneath. Another couple of minutes. Not stuck at all, look. If you're wondering what that shadow is, it's you guys. It's the camera. We'll have a quick look underneath. Have another look, shall we? Oh, it's sticking a little bit, not quite done in the middle. A couple of seconds. There we go. And then onto a plate. So I'm just going to carry on doing these. I think I've probably got enough mixture for about 4 to 6. So if I do that amount, and then we'll just leave the rest maybe for another day. Right guys, so Ian's going to do the camera work for us tonight. So what I've got in here is I've got the last of the beef dripping and a little bit of oil in there. And I've just got that up warming up. there's my pancakes. I got 6 altogether. They've nicely cooled down. Like I say, because I have got the butter on there, they're not going to stick. And I'm just going to show you over here. We have the breading station. So I've got some seasoning in the flour there, which I'm just going to mix in. There we go. I've got some seasoning in the egg. I'm just going to mix in as well. There we go. That's fine. And I have some of the natural breadcrumbs in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a plate. Like I say, Ian's helping us out because of the fact that I haven't got a lot of space.
Yeah, we haven't. It's a bit crowded, isn't it?
So I'm going to put one of them there. I'm going to use a little bit, I've washed this by the way, a little bit of egg wash just round the edge of the pancake. I don't want to overfill this because at the end of the day it's not pastry and you can't stretch it. And then I'm going to get some of my filling. In there. But we do want to have it a decent amount of filling in there, so I think that's probably going to be enough. I've got that oil warming up. I'm just going to put that over there, make sure it's all in. And the first thing we'll do is we'll go into the flour. Just coat that in the flour. Make sure you've got plenty on. You need that egg wash to stick. Like I say, it's not pastry, so you have to make sure that it's going to stick all the way around. Just going to move that for a second. Then into the egg wash. And yes, I'm going to have monster fingers.
Yes, double hands. Into the breadcrumbs.
And then into the breadcrumbs. Make sure that you've got them nicely coated. Just saying earlier, it's a proper nostalgic thing, this, isn't it? Crispy pancakes.
Back to the 80s, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Used to have them as kids. Chicken and mushroom one I used to like. Was it chicken mushroom and sweet corn?
Chicken, mushroom and bacon, wasn't it? Or was it chicken, sweet corn and bacon?
There was this one, wasn't there? There was the beef one.
Right, and then I'm going to put it into there.
Yeah, it's proper 80s nostalgia this, like.
And what we're going to have it with is some beans. Just got them in the back. Just got that. And put the beans on. I've put some seasoning in there. Always season your beans, guys. Put some salt and some pepper in there. What's also nice in there sometimes is a little bit of Worcester sauce.
Yep.
And we're just going to let that gently fry, and I'll do a few others. So we'll come back to you when this one's ready. Right, so it's been on for about 4 minutes now. I'm just going to quickly turn it over.
Oh, yes.
There we go. Just do the other side. And I've got another one ready to go in once this is done. And we'll just keep going on a bit of a conveyor belt. Right guys, so I actually did manage to get 6. So there's the one on Ian's plate. We've decided to have it with beans. I think I've already said that, so I'm repeating myself. So I'm going to put some beans on your plate, mister.
Yeah. Lovely.
Right, so it's, what did you say?
Triple tea time.
Triple tea time.
Taste testing time.
So there we go.
I said that before, taste test. Triple tea time.
So there we go. That's crispy pancakes. My take on it. Nice and crispy, nice and hot. Minced beef and onion with a side of beans.
You know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to get some HP sauce, aren't you?
Brown sauce.
Brown sauce on the top. Yeah, I knew that as soon as before you even said it.
Yeah. It's be done.
20 odd years, I know them too well.
Brown sauce.
It's not HP. I don't even know why I said that.
Well, I do like HP, but we never get it, do we?
No.
Because it's quite expensive.
Yeah, we'll get the Aldi's own make or the Lidl's own make, whichever.
Yeah, I'll just put a blob there. Right then, let's get digging in. Ooh.
Have to paint the ends when there's hardly any filling in it.
It's filling in there.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right.
Lovely. That's how we go on this. Oh. Oh, that takes me back. Straight back to the 80s, like Back to the Future. Crispy. With a mince filling.
Remember coming home from school and
Wow.
your dad was at work and
Sauce.
he'd say, "There's crispy pancakes in the freezer, make your own tea."
Yeah. Well, they were great, weren't they? They were quick and easy. I used to slap it between two slices of bread. Like everything else, I used to slap between two slices
Like
of bread.
Cornish pasties and sausage rolls.
Sausage roll sandwiches. Cornish pasty sandwiches. That was me. And I wonder why I'm the size I am now.
Sunday dinner sandwiches when I first met you.
Whoa. That's banging that. I think it's better to eat them fresh
Yes.
while they're still warm, because obviously they won't stay crispy forever.
No, but you can just warm them straight back up in the
Beans.
pan. Excuse me, in a dry pan you can warm them back up again.
Yeah, Sunday. You're going back to your Sunday dinner comment. It was always at least two slices of bread mopped in the gravy at the end, wasn't it?
Yes.
Even after a big Sunday dinner.
Actually, Saturday, my dad used to cook the roast on the Saturday and used to have bread and dripping for your tea on a Saturday night. And then you had your Sunday dinner. God, we sound old.
Yeah, but those were happy days, weren't they?
So there you go, that's
Well,
the middle
I've
of
nearly
it.
eaten half of it already. That's just like the original. Except better. There won't be any preservatives and stuff in there. Got some brown sauce on there, some bean juice. Definitely give that a go. I know I say that every time, but I mean it, give it a go.
Might be a bit of a faff and you don't have to make as many as what I have. It was only because I wanted to use the full mince up.
Oh, it's lovely.
Half of that mince to do 3. Of this 4 years, you know, just pack them out a little bit.
More brown sauce in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish that off. So, yeah, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting. If you haven't subscribed, please do so.
Yeah.
Both our channels, there's a lot of viewers that watch but don't subscribe.
Yes.
So, it doesn't cost anything. And at the end of the day, it'll really help us.
And please keep the comments coming. You know, we really do enjoy reading what people think about what it is that we do,
Yeah,
don't we?
definitely, yeah.
You know, the rights and the wrongs. If
Yeah.
somebody says that, oh, I would have done it this way, I'll try that next time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know everything. I'm just a home
by
cook.
a long stretch, Christ.
I'm
We're only
just a
home
home
cooks, aren't we?
cook.
We're not chefs.
No, I'm just a home cook that's just grown up
But we do watch.
having to do it.
Imagine how many cooking programs we watched over the years.
Oh, God, yes.
'Cause that's all we used to do. Sit and watch every cooking program under the sun.
Because I am obsessed with cooking.
Food Network, every program that was on there, was just everything that was on. And you soak it all up, and you pick up little hints and tips, and then you think, I'll have a go at that. It's like takeaways now. It's very rare we get a takeaway now because I think the fakeaways that we do are better. They're better for you. The
Definitely
curries,
the
I
curries.
don't think you can beat some of the curries. And somebody commented on my doner kebab the other day.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And said they'd given it to some family members, or they made a load for family members, and said it was better than the takeaway, than the kebab shop. And I'm like, that'll do for me.
And to
And
be
it
honest,
is. It was lovely.
a
They're all
lot of
lovely.
these things can be prepared and cooked
Yeah.
like in advance or on the day,
Yeah.
and still quicker
I'll make
and
a big.
cheaper than
I'll make a big batch.
takeaway and freeze
Freeze it,
Yeah.
and then have it in 2-3 weeks. And then
Exactly.
you've got a nice easy Saturday or Friday night. Then. Happy
Well, we've
days.
still got some of your naan breads in the freezer for the next time we have a curry.
We have actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day when I was in there.
Uh huh.
So right, anyway, enough of the
We're going
waffling.
to get off.
It's cracking on now. So, and I'm. I don't know with me. I'm hot. Am I
I
having
think
a
we're going
flush?
to have to go and sit outside for a bit.
I'm having a flush. Right, so we'll see you soon, guys. Have a brilliant evening, and we'll catch you very soon.
See you later, guys. Thank you very much. Love you.
Love yous all. Bye for now.